What is up? We are live. We are joined today by Sean Mitchell, aka the Mitch. How we doing?
Good man, good man. Glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Been
we
a
did.
minute since I've done a live, so
Yeah, was the last one you done? You were the first person to get Goofy Chicken on, right?
I had Goofy on. Yeah, I had him on a couple ago. I had CJ on, then which had you on,
Yep.
and then so yeah, it's. I've had a few people on. About to get fired back up soon again,
Look.
it's yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's say hi to the chat. We got Pepper Tony. We got Bayou Bengal. We have JT. Uh, we got a new setup going today, so it may be a little clunky, but we will get back to learning a little bit more about Sean after the intro.
We're grinding through the torment. High volume, no management. Taming souls indecent. Grinding drafts through the abyss, no rest in our veins. Feel striking like lightning, flooding endless pains from late season voids. He's dropping all the flames. Bestball Degens unite, shattering the chains. Old school RB stacking fury, derailing trendy trains. Who is commanding the storm etched in our brains? Who hangs? Thunder in the names, claiming all the kills. Flames, names, games. Legion, wrath of fuse, stone age torment remains. Best ball eternal in remains infernal domain. Pterodactyl pigs screaming, cayman chaos reigns. Fossil fury fuels the fire, drafted through the veins.
All right. Yeah. So a little housekeeping thing. I made my own ranks today, and I am going to give out the ranks to anybody who's a YouTube member. If you join the Discord and just message me, I will send you the file.
Nice.
There's a way. I found out there's a way to actually like limit a channel to just YouTube members. That's going to happen eventually, but I've tried to do some things with Discord, and I never do it right. So, it's on the docket. But yeah, so last year you were a really big Chuba Hubbard bull.
And Cam Scatterboo, to be honest, yeah.
Yeah. And like, are you worried at all this year on Brooks, or are you okay, or where are you at?
Let me rephrase that. I was out on Chuba last year.
Oh, it was 2 years
because he
ago.
was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I was heavy on him when he was in the 160s,
That's
170s, and nobody. Yeah, of course, Brooks got the injury right off the bat, so kind of helped my case a little bit in the intangibles there. But
yeah,
he was in like Chuba was in the 50s last year, and I wasn't really buying that with them bringing on Rico, which I was heavily on Rico.
That's right. Yeah, so you've had the right name every year in Carolina then.
So far, yeah, 2 for 2.
Oh, which name are you clicking now?
I'm Chuba's one of my highest owned running backs at the moment.
Got it. And that goes with something you were kind of saying. You're out on Scatabo, which I get being out. I get being in. Obviously, I get being in.
Price is expensive.
I don't even think it's the price. Like I was expecting you to say there was the injury.
I mean, that coupled with it, yes. Like, I think a lot of people are just totally discounting that he came off a really, really bad injury. That with the fact that he's not. I mean, everybody wants to say that's really baked into his cost.
I think it is. I fully believe he was
I guess
100%.
maybe my thing with that is, where would he be if he didn't get injured?
Like
would he be a
around
1-2 pick?
Probably
Or,
Josh Jacobs range.
That's what I'm thinking. Mid.
And like I don't know if I was in on that, like at the Jacobs range, but I think that that's where he'd be if he was like we knew he was fully healthy
right
from the beginning. The Nagy signing might have lowered him a little, but
we know how that goes.
But who knows? Who knows what happens? And Mike Robb here, a YouTube member. You got the Humojis out here as well.
Oh yeah, the Who crew.
Yeah, the Who crew, like
best in the business.
I mean, this community is awesome. That's all there is to it. Like,
oh yeah. Every time I pop in every time I happen to catch a live stream of yours, man, it's just always the chat's always popping. People are chatting it up, having a good time. So,
oh yeah. Are you ready to do you have a hard out, so you ready to
let's hop in, man. And again, I've done 2 drafts on Underdog since they launched the contest. I was essentially locked out of my account. I say that I wasn't locked out. I could not get the errors to go away. It's been happening for like 3 or 4 weeks now. I started playing a lot of MLB dailies, tried to get into that a little more. I was kind of burned out on NFL drafting, so I started trying to get into a little MLB. Didn't have the luck I wanted, but it was also just brutally hindered by the fact that I could not get into the contest as quickly as I wanted to. I was getting the errors every other one. You go ahead and can click in, and we can continue talking. I don't want to hold you from getting going.
Well, I do a countdown, so I was going to let you finish.
That's why I figured you was wanting to do the countdown, so I'll let you do that real quick.
Yeah, all right. So we're going to join a puppy, and we're going to join in 15 seconds.
Bestball Degens arrest. We never leave the ride. Fury, endless, mix, relentless, fantasy, reigns. Who waits? Immortal.
It didn't save the first timestamp I threw in there. I do that specifically to do a timestamp.
Oh, okay.
I figure if I'm going to do the timestamps live, it helps to do that, and it lets people get in. So we're waiting on 4 for a puppy. You guys can see my live ranks. There is like 2 or 3 names. I did a puppy earlier. There are a couple names I missed. I didn't move Dontavian Wicks off the board. I didn't. There was a couple really late names I didn't move down. Is all. It was like Wicks and I can't remember the other one, but it was pretty far down there. But go ahead and tell us.
But I mean, yeah. So today I literally got in touch with. So I will say, like 2 weeks ago, I was having the issues really bad. I couldn't even. I would literally draft, and then try to get into another one, and I would get an error. And so it just kept doing that. So I finally got in touch with support, worked with them for like an hour, still couldn't get it fixed. I had to leave for the weekend. So I said, well, don't matter. Well, no, I was going to Mexico. So I left for the week. Come back, had a lot of plans over the weekend, still couldn't get it to work. So it was really just now starting to get back into the drafting mode yesterday. Today, did DraftKings yesterday. It was like I realized I got on YouTube or Underdog, tried to get on, tried to do a draft, wouldn't let me do it, wouldn't let me deposit. So I got pretty frustrated this morning. Finally got in touch with some people and figured out the issue. So what it is I live like 10 minutes from Missouri. I live about 45 to an hour from Memphis, Tennessee. So I was pinging from different states.
Oh.
And it was making me it was thinking I was in a different state every time, or I was using a VPN when I never was. So we got that issue fixed. Thank goodness. Shout out to the Underdog team over there, Hope and team. They jumped right on it, got me back moving. So we're good to go. Now I'll be able to get back in my Underdog streets.
Yeah, this is.
Trust me, I get it. I know it's been brutal lately.
Let's say hi to Go AZ Cards, Danimals, and Steven Hines. I assume you are Puka or Chase here.
Yeah, Chase obviously would love to get Chase. I've been toying with a little mix up here, but yeah, for the most part,
I've only been picking at the 3 and 4 spot. I got 18% Chase, 15, like almost 16%.
Me with like the 6 and the 7, or
is it? Yeah,
yeah.
I still want all the Puka and Chase I can get though. So
oh yeah, absolutely. I mean,
all right, we got Danimals at the 3, at the 1. We got Cleveland at the 2. I believe they watch. We got the 4. We got Delay at the 5. Your buddy Jalapeno
yeah,
at the 6.
He somehow finds into every stream I get onto, if they're either mine or where I'm on.
That's awesome. We got JT at the 10, and we got Steven at the 12.
Nice. Hey. This is gonna be a sick room then.
Man, yeah. You really shouldn't have to deal with all that extra stuff, but like, I get like it's a legal issue on their part. They don't want the location stuff.
No,
like they don't want to have to do it. They're forced to do it by the government. So.
And I think that's the thing is like they didn't even realize this was happening. Like,
yeah, it's probably
not
happening.
Just an evident issue, and that's what.
It's probably not just you either.
No, that's what they were saying. They're like, hopefully we can now catch this for anybody else that's dealing with. So hopefully anybody that might be having that same issue, hopefully that will be addressed and resolved soon enough for you too. But yeah, it was brutal. It was brutal.
Yeah, I found out, like, I used to have location errors all the time, and I found out what it was. My Windows on the system was like, I would click to override it, but it wouldn't override.
Yeah.
It was like, so I had to go just change location settings allowed all the time on my PC.
Yep.
Because instead of having it like change back and forth, like instead of the allowance thing. So,
and
like,
that's the crazy thing is that was the way mine was set up too. And I use the same Wi-Fi. I'm on desktop. I wasn't on mobile, and I still would try to go on mobile and do it even without the Wi-Fi, and it still wouldn't work. It was, I don't know if it was just my account that got flagged, as a whole, or what.
Yeah, we are 2 picks away. We have Hampton here. We have Henry. We have Drake London, Bowers, Jeremiah Love. Henry never makes it anymore.
I was going to say Henry obviously would be my first pick.
He's
doing the Brock Bowers thing that everybody's talking about. It is highly popular right now. I don't know how much Brock you have at the moment.
I have 10%.
Yeah.
So
I'm good with Brock. I think I went London in this spot earlier too, but I've been doing a lot of Brock at this spot as well.
Let's do that.
I don't mind taking the elite tight end, especially like a big Bride Bowers, because I mean, now that we're back into 18-round drafts, I can just stop at 2 tight ends. I mean, obviously, I've been doing the 3 tight end drafts a lot with the 20.
Yeah.
I will say I am. I don't, and you might be also who Ames, because I know you draft on your computer all the time, man. But I cannot stand drafting on my phone. It's not for me.
I will do some low dollar entry stuff on like Drafters and DraftKings. Don't get me wrong, Underdog's the better site to do on your phone.
Yeah.
But
then you hear about the timeout errors too on there, and the 20-second clock hurts that a lot too.
The overlay doesn't work on the other sites.
True.
So if I'm going to have the overlay, if I'm going to pay for the overlay, I'm going to use it every time on Underdog.
Well, absolutely, yeah.
So I'll do
pay for it for, right?
Yeah, I'll do the $2 drafters and the $3 DraftKings drafts on my phone, like if I'm watching a movie or something.
Yeah, totally get that.
Yeah, so I wouldn't hate ETN. I wouldn't hate AJ. Like, I'm fine with any of these names.
Yeah, I mean, I'm literally fine with the top 4 there. Either one of those, I'm pretty much in on all those guys.
Pick one.
Let's go with ETN since you already got him queued.
Yeah, it just getting
I'm sorry, HN. Yeah, my fault.
Oh no, it's all good. We had that monologue in the 12-hour live stream. People were asking about it, and it's like because I said ETN and I said HN. I'm like, dude, I just want you to know who I'm talking about. I don't care. I don't care. Like, and then I went into a long.
I didn't know if that was still a thing or not. I've been out of the streets for a minute. Been drafting sparingly, I will say, lately.
Yeah, taking the drafters chat.
No, those drafters chats are fun. They can get real fun at times. I'm surprised that they're the only one that have that, but
yeah. So, like, what came up in the 12-hour on the ETN HN thing is like my last name, because now that So You Think You Can Tout us out, like my last name is readily available. So I just went over how nobody's ever pronounced it right, and I just laugh about it. Like, so it's not that I don't I just don't care about people's last names. Like, I've never cared about my own. So why would I care about yours? Kind of thing. It's not like I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but it's just something that I personally don't value. Like, I just want to know, like, basically, which number are you? Like, that's how I look at myself. Which number am I? So it's whatever. It's not like a anti, like trying to be hateful kind of thing.
No, totally understand it. Totally. I mean,
I had a Chase Bowers start earlier today, and Colson Loveland fell back to the 5th round, and I was like, I can't.
Never happens.
I can't not do that. I can't not. Do
I wouldn't.
That.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to pass. Which obviously I'm high on. I'm very high on Loveland as well.
Too. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just in general high on the Bears. So I'm taking a lot of the Bears whenever they're there. I guess Burden's the one I'm not getting as much of, and I'm pretty sure you're the same way because I believe that was wasn't that part of your truth serum, or was it?
I think Loveland should be closer to the McBride than McBride to Bowers.
Yeah, I agree.
That's kind of where I'm at.
I agree.
All right, so we can click ADP here. I don't take much Garrett Wilson, but a fall is fine.
I don't love Garrett Wilson now.
Me either.
I'm kind of glad he went.
Yeah, me too. Honestly, I actually like Ladd, but like he never falls anymore.
I like Mike Evans, and I'm buying more.
Let's do it. Let's do Evans. I just
feel like with the way that the Niners, they didn't. I know they got the Strabling kid. That's fine and all, and they really high on him. But Ricky Pearsall hasn't exactly shown that he can be more than he could. Never really demand targets over Juwan Jennings when he was on the field. Kendrick Bourne was even in that same realm. I just don't feel like they're going to have I think Mike Evans could literally just turn into the straight alpha there, be the red zone target, that he was in Tampa Bay for Brock Purdy now. So I have been buying a little bit. That was probably one of the spots that I didn't want Evans to go because at first I was not buying Mike Evans because I didn't know where he was going to go. And then he ended up in San Fran. I'm like, well, shit, now I've got to buy him because that's just a good spot.
All right. So we have David Montgomery, Waddle, Adams, Lamar, Judkins.
I'm good with Quinshawn. I'm good with Rome. Those are probably my two favorites.
Let's do the Quinshawn thing.
I've been buying more Judkins lately. I just feel like they've upgraded the O-line. Hopefully they didn't add anybody else. Like it's still firmly. I know that it's a different staff now. I know obviously the OC's gone. Why
are you Judkins over Montgomery? Curious. Is it a talent bet? Because I expect the Texans to score probably 10 more touchdowns throughout the season than the Browns.
Yeah.
So I'm just having a hard time having him up above Montgomery because both of them have later running backs that are they're kind of the same bet and it's just kind of an offensive bet. Both awesome defenses. So and Stroud is definitely a better quarterback than whatever they have going on in Cleveland.
Are we sure? I mean,
after last year, we aren't positive.
I was gonna say, wait a minute. I was gonna say, did we watch the same CJ Stroud as last year? Because he did not look the part that you're claiming he is.
The quote that he had that kind of scared me was it was week 17 or 18. He was talking about how he has happy feet this year. He didn't year one, but he did in year two because their defense in practice was on him so quick that he always seen people get there before they did in the game. So he was getting happy.
And I was going to say, their O-line didn't really.
It improved.
I was going to say, it didn't. Was it a huge needle mover? Not exactly.
They invested in it this year, and
somewhat.
They did.
after they let 3 go.
Right, but those 3 obviously weren't good.
Right. There's no. Yeah.
Rome has been falling, and I don't understand why.
I don't either, and he would never fall in mine because I would likely have taken him.
Yeah.
I'm with you on Monty, and I do have my fair share. I guess that was kind of my thing. Now I've kind of differentiated a little bit, and I know you're heavy on Monty too. So
yeah, I think.
And it sounds like you're not very high on Judkins as well, which I was not.
Well, I'm actually in on Judkins, but I'm having I'm going to take the players I think have a better chance to move up.
Yeah.
Now, right? Okay, so we're on the clock. None of the quarterbacks are left. It's Marv, Tyler Warren, and Stop, Alec Pierce, Mekhi Lemon, Ramondre, Tony Pollard, Parker. 5 seconds.
Marv, yeah, I was gonna say it. I was gonna say Pierce, but I'm kind of worried about the cleanup. But yeah, let's go Marv. That's fine. And I'm not high on Marv by any means, but I think he's probably the best pick there. Unfortunately,
well, the fact that every one of the quarterbacks went other than Burrow, that never happens. And
it's so early on DraftKings or on Underdog. DraftKings is usually like the 8th, 9th round where that run starts, and this one is just so much earlier.
yeah,
And I'm
and
still
like,
adjusting because I've been drafting on literally DraftKings ever since the contest launch. So, which I drafted a lot on DraftKings, you know, at the end of the pre-draft too.
Yeah, so like I almost always am taking a wide receiver in this range. Or not a wide receiver, a quarterback. I'm very in on Pollard.
Yeah.
We could go.
I'm fine with Pollard here. I mean, I've been taking Addison as well, but I'm totally fine taking Pollard.
We'll creep that up to 27% on Pollard, I guess. So the team right now, we have 7 rounds. We have Etienne, Judkins, Pollard, Puka, Evans, Marvin Harrison, and Bowers. So like the Evans thing. I hadn't clicked Evans yet since the draft. And it's not because I don't like Evans. It's because I want to make sure I get one of those 3 running backs between Scatabo, Henderson, and Montgomery.
Yeah.
And a lot like if I took a wide receiver there, they would always all 3 go.
And I guess that's where I'm the counterpart where
Yeah.
I'm not heavily prioritizing Scatabo or Henderson. So
yeah.
That's
so
why
like,
I'm usually always going wide receiver there.
And Evans of that group of wide receivers is the one that never ever fell. Like he never fell. And I think that he is the one, if any of them, that's going to creep up. And these names up here are like, I think they're backwards. Like I was talking to my Discord and one of the smarter people in the Discord was agreeing with me. We kind of think like Buka and Burden should like, if we weren't baking ADP into the rankings, we would have him down here with like Christian Watson.
Yeah,
I
think there's a couple guys. Honestly, I think Garrett Wilson could potentially be a little too overpriced. I also think Terry McLaurin could be just a little bit overpriced right now.
I'm actually bullish on McLaurin, but I could see why you would think that as well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I know they didn't really. You know, they're still speaking about the Brandon Ayuk coming to Washington thing. I mean, that's not why I have some Terry McLaurin. I'm just saying I'm liking other things in that range now, if I'm being honest.
I mean, I think you need to leave that range with one of the running backs of some sort, whether it's Judkins, Bucky. Yeah. I'm not in on Bucky really, but like I think he's
I'm not.
Like I think he should be behind those 3. It's just
he's starting to get into a more comfortable range, for sure, with the fall that he's gotten.
All right, so we're about on the clock. We don't have a quarterback yet. Do we want to pull Purdy up to stack? Do we want to just take one of these guys?
Yeah, because I highly don't think Purdy will make it back, and I don't know how far we are, but I think we're a good number of picks away.
We're basically like right at ADP.
Yeah,
to come
I'm
back.
fine with that.
Yeah,
there's not really many other potential stack partners you're going to get with Purdy anyway. I mean,
and with the way that these quarterbacks are going off the board, I feel like if we don't take one here and here, we may not get one until like Daniel Jones or whatever.
Yeah, and Purdy, still has that sneaky rush upside too.
Oh yeah,
I mean he's
Garrett Wilson goes from field to Geno Smith and somehow loses multiple rounds of damage. Like I am not bullish on Garrett Wilson, but
I'm not bullish on Geno for dang sure. I mean,
I'm definitely not bullish if it's Russell Wilson. But that's just me.
Well, I think they drafted some talent too.
Do we want to stack up Puka or do we want to do Mahomes and backstack with either Kelsey or Worthy?
I think preferably I would rather do Stafford.
Okay, let's do that.
Because
I have a harder time getting to Stafford.
And why would you not want to stack up your first pick? It seems like it'd be kind of counterintuitive to take a naked quarterback and not know if you stacking 38-year-old Travis Kelce as the reprieve on that. I don't know if that's probably the best route. I would think.
Yeah, if you guys are just popping in, if you could smash the like, that'd be fantastic. And also in the descriptions, I have Sean's YouTube channel. Go give him a follow. I also have his account on X linked there, and you can see it on the screen as well. So
Thank you.
Yep.
Much
No
appreciation.
problem. Yeah, we got 39 watching. We got 16 likes. So I figure they'll jump up. A lot of people watch on the phone, I think,
Yeah.
and draft at the same time, and they can't they'll have it up in like the box. I do this you have it up in the box and you'll be on your phone, but you
Right.
can't really go to the video and while you're trying to watch the draft. So
Yeah.
so the
I get
like
that.
count usually goes up quite a bit after a draft or whatever.
Yeah.
I totally get it. I totally get it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
You put it on, you walk around. Like I put on a video usually while I go take a shower or whatever,
Right. I think Ja'Cory Cross-Merritt brings up. Are you? I know you're in on the offense as a whole. Obviously, it sounds like if you're pretty heavily into McLaurin. Where are you at on that running back room?
I spent the entire preseason saying that JCM was not safe, and one of the worst picks they could make for JCM was Katron Allen in the 5th or 6th round,
and they did.
That's exactly what they did. Now, I don't want none, but I definitely want Rachaad White over him. I kind of like Gainwell over him. I think he needs to be in the he goes too early for me. I personally want him to go in the tier with Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason.
Okay.
That's
of course. Obviously, I think that it's JCM's job to lose.
Yeah.
I totally understand what you're saying.
It might be. I'm just waiting for training camp stuff. I'm trying to click him here and there. I'm trying to have 3 to 5% or something. But
I think my only worry is that obviously.
All right, we're on the clock. So
shoot, I didn't even notice we were on the clock.
We got Michael Pittman, Concepcion. Kittle just went. Wandale, Jordan Mason, Aaron Jones,
KC.
All right, copy. All right,
I'm obviously we've got a little bit of a Browns move going here. Obviously I know we're not going to probably look to the quarterback, but if they do happen to have a decent offense,
I seen that less than 5% draft using ranks.
I've talked to a lot of people that don't do their own ranks, and these are people that draft daily.
I've drafted all of my teams so far without I drafted the first couple days with ranks, then I removed them, and then I've been drafting without ranks for the last few days.
I will draft off ranks in pockets. I like to draft off ADP fresh off of contest opening and stuff like that because I want to see the value followers. But I like to build my ranks about 2 weeks after. I'll start building mine probably next week. And that's after I get in a good handful, 15, 20 drafts where I see kind of where market's at on guys. And I can start to move my guy.
All right. Yeah. We could go Brooks.
Brooks is fine. Gadsden's fine. Obviously Kelsey we don't want now since we're not really trying that stack.
Yeah. And could do Dallas too. We could do Malik.
I like Brooks. Let's do Brooks.
Talk me into it. I like Brooks too. I think he's a really good pick.
I hate taking him as far up as he is, considering I have a really decent sized bag when he's in the 220s and before contest open. But at the same point, it's even if he does end up being the guy, even at pick 124, he's going to massively pay off still. So, I don't mind taking. I probably won't chase him up too awful much more because he's literally jumped 100 and something plus picks. But we know the talent that we know that the draft capital he got. We know that the backing that he has from Canales in the offense. We know that they really want him to be something. So it's hard to ignore.
Yeah. So go ahead and sell me on JCM. I just
felt like it's hard for a rookie running back to get 800 plus rushing yards, a handful of touchdowns on a team that didn't feature him the whole season. I felt like the offense was broken most of the year. Jaden was hurt a lot. We know Cliff Kingsbury's offenses are not one to just mainly feature a running back periodly. So I just feel like there's a lot of changes, and I felt like they really did like him last year. And again, I know that was a lot of Kingsbury too, but Kingsbury really didn't just speak really highly of him. Like he just seemed like he was his guy. It also seemed like the staff, as a whole, really liked JaCorey Krosky. They basically shipped off Brian Robinson without any remorse or any.
But so like, what's your? He started off. He did well.
Yeah, he had a couple of rough games, but
he didn't get hurt, and then they just let C-Rod take over the bulk of the carries. And then at the end of the season, then he kind of came on a little bit more as well.
Yeah, and I think they thought he needed just to kind of sit back a little bit. Maybe he was pushed up too early, too quick. Maybe the game was a little too fast for him. He was a 6th-round rookie, so it was,
wasn't he 7th?
7th round. Sorry, I might be missing.
Yeah, because that's like that was part of my whole thing. It's like I get it that like he would have been like a 5th-round pick. I get it. Like if he didn't get screwed by the NCAA, if not higher. Right. Like I understand that.
I fully think that I like what I saw. I like what I saw on the tape whenever he, and I will say, yes, of course, he had some pretty big holes from the O-line at times, but his vision was really good. He was really good with the ball. Go ahead.
We're about on the clock.
Sure.
I wouldn't hate taking Shaheed and seeing if we can push Darnold around.
Okay.
Do you think that makes sense?
I'm fine with that.
Because you can backstack him, but we need another wide receiver.
We need a wide receiver, yeah.
And I think that it's a pretty big tier break there.
Yeah.
And I kind of want a third with this group. I don't know about you. I think with this group we do.
I mean, I don't think you have to, but
You don't have to. But
it is playing it a little bit safer, I feel like. But
yeah, there is another name that even if Darnold's there, that I'm going to shout out at this pick. See what you think. And Bryce Young could have been one of them. That's another reason I don't mind Brooks. I think that you could just stack it with Bryce Young. And
obviously we saw how much they utilized the running back also in the passing game last year. Exactly.
Who thought? Most of the K-Tron people are people who thought Love at 3 was dumb.
I mean, and also that's kind of my thought on the K-Tron pick too. I think a lot of people thought he might go a little earlier. I mean, Commanders didn't fully, obviously they paid really cheap, and we're on. Did he? Okay,
yeah.
You got it. Okay, were you gonna call it Daniel Jones, or who were you gonna call out?
Stephon Diggs.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant quarterback whenever you said if we miss on Darno. So
I was trying to deflect.
No, I get it. I just wanted to make sure I heard who you were talking about.
I don't understand this comment at all. Most of the K-Tron people are people who thought Love at 3 was dumb. They knew they were set at running back, and
I'm not a K-Tron person, but I think Love at 3 was dumb.
How does that make any they didn't have the opportunity to take Love?
I think he's just saying I think he's just meaning in terms of the Cardinals taking him at 3, with not needing that position.
Yeah, but I don't understand
having many other
needs. But how does that make any sense?
He was just referring to people being these people. These people are the same as these people.
Yeah, but I don't understand how that's correlated at all.
I don't either.
That's what I'm saying. I get those.
I'm not a K-Tron guy by any means, but at the same time, do I think that he could be a threat? Absolutely. I mean, yeah, he's early down back. I mean, it's like Nick Singleton in Tennessee.
I mean, I had both.
I'm now worried a little bit about Tony Pollard because of Nick Singleton. I'll say that.
I'm not, because I thought he was an awful prospect, but
I know. I'm pretty sure we talked about him on the last one.
I think
the one I had you on.
I'm pretty sure he has a better landing spot than I want. I'm taking him a little because.
But I mean, you kind of have to, right? Tony Pollard has not exactly blown the doors off. Yes, he had some really good games down the stretch last year. He is owed just a little bit of money, but he could easily fall off the wagon too, and just Nick Singleton get in one game and just take over the job. And TP's just left on the bench, and they cut him after this year, and they're done with him.
Yeah.
I think this is his last year. But Tajay Spears not been able to stay healthy. He's not a lead early down back, so Nick Singleton could literally step up and be the lead back for Tennessee at any given point of the season.
Yeah, I mean, man, all the tight ends went to now. Okay, not all of them.
We got Brock Bowers, so I'm not too
worried about it.
Getting an early tight end, but where are you at on the Jalen Naylor Trey Tucker? Because I feel like this is such a polarizing discussion. You're either, I mean, there's people who are on both. Oh, I think this, I think that.
I'm surprised I have 5.3% Jalen Naylor. That's
really?
What I'll say. Yeah.
Yeah, you got just a hair bit more Tucker.
I try to get Tucker. If you look at my ranks, I have it ranked higher. One of them is going to be a good pick.
I think so as well.
Like
I'm assuming you're taking Tucker here.
I mean, we could take either one, or we could take.
I'm fine because I'm heavy on Jalen Naylor, so I like T-Slaw too. I will say I'll probably take T-Slaw over both, to be flat out honest. But that's me.
Let's do that then.
Yeah, I think T-Slaw has a chance to be more than either one of them.
Yeah, if one of the Raiders come back, we'll take them. Right?
I think that's a good strat.
And then neither one of them go. So they go back to back.
Back to back, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty great. Apparently, the community's not decided either.
I was about to say, it looks like everybody was in the chat too, right?
Yeah, and JCM this year is fine. I'm not sure we can feel too confident about the running back room. Probably just a good ARB spot. How can you not be into Naylor? So
nice run on words there.
Do the stack.
I mean, I don't mind taking Schultz and being. Oh, you have the stack. Never mind. You can do a double.
Which
here.
one? Yeah,
let's go Stradling.
Well, I switched it when you said Schultz. My bad.
Oh, I mean, honestly, I like Dalton Schultz a lot too. I think he's going to be a hefty safety valve again.
Oh yeah, and he fits perfectly with just having the number 2 for
right, and you could be done at tight end.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I've been buying a little bit more Stradling as well, just for the draft capital sake and the weirdness of them taking him.
So you said that JCM had good vision, and I thought he didn't have vision. He just had explosion.
I mean, I honestly didn't feel like he had a ton of explosion. I just felt like he would accelerate.
Yeah. He
has good top end. He can accelerate quickly, but he can't. And that's why I say I thought he had good vision, was because I felt like a lot of the plays where he did make something happen, it would be a good cut. He would make a good move, and he would get space, and then he would break.
And with Jaden Daniels, is it something you want to be out on? I totally get it.
Yeah. They always said the same thing they said last year with Justin Fields, Breece Hall. Oh, running quarterbacks make running backs better. Blah 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 blah. Not that that's really a point I've tried to use as a talking point. I honestly just feel like they're high on JCM still. I typically think they believe, and just going with the fact that they signed a guy like Rachaad White, who I feel is a great passing down back. He's an excellent pass protector. Everything that JCM is not is what Rachaad White is. And I feel like that's why that they'll be able to coexist really well. And then again, they didn't really bring on anybody else, and then they drafted Katron where they did. Didn't spend a lot of capital on him, but I understand that him could be a project. Yeah, well, I mean,
they literally haven't spent any money at all in the running back room.
No, they spent $2 million on Rachaad White,
and then they spent less on Jerome Ford. And then
Jerome Ford is kind of a backup to Rachaad White, in my opinion.
Yeah, and they have a 6th and 7th round rookie pick. They have no.
And again,
capital.
That's why I feel like it's JCM's lead job to lose. I feel like it's his job to lose.
I don't disagree with that, and that what I've been saying on.
I've been wrong many times.
Yeah, so. what I've been saying on Katron is more that we're about on the clock. Let's focus on that.
What's what we got right now? 3, 4, 6.
3, 4, 6, 2, and we're probably stopping at 2, right?
Yeah, and so we're looking at specifically running back and wide receiver here.
Yeah,
we probably do need a running back.
I think running back's what we need. I don't mind Mike Washington. I don't know about you. I
like the contingency. I mean, we're looking for that kind of home run player.
Or do we want Kamara?
like Washington for this build.
Okay. Sounds good.
I think, yeah. Which, we've got kind of our early touches with, hopefully, obviously, you're playing that everybody's going to be fully healthy all year. So I don't mind taking an upside shot like Mike Washington as a 5th running back there. I mean, a Kamara would be one that I would just be trying to like tack on a late running back that could provide me something, maybe a floor week or two. So yeah, I would much rather probably shoot for upside.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I also think that we also have him. So wide receiver, running back here.
I like Claiborne if you want to take another.
Let's do
The
that.
running back. I think he has a shot to maybe be in the Aaron Jones role. If Aaron Jones, obviously, we know can't stay healthy and he's old.
I'm fully in on Claiborne, and I only have 2%. So I keep thinking that I'm going to get him in the last round,
and then it's just so many good late round picks, right?
Well, yeah. Well, I look at how many teams need running back still. It's and he's running back 8 down the list, but he goes in every draft.
I mean, I really, really, really love that landing spot. Like that was, somebody they were watching for a while, and they took him, and I just like, okay, well, he's going to have a chance to do something year one, probably. I mean, the competition in front of him is. I don't think that he would. I'm not going to say he wouldn't get the full lead back role, but needless to say, I mean, he was really good at Wake. I really, speedster can really good catching the ball for one. So, yeah, I think he's got tons of upside.
I did not like that new setup that I had, so I'm switching.
Oh, you switch back?
Yeah. It won't have the full board. Maybe. That don't look too bad.
No, I think that's fine.
Yeah, so but yeah, Claiborne is such a good pick. He really
I do like it. I do like it quite a bit. So what are we looking at here on the last one? And furthermore, what are some of your? Are we looking wide receiver? Or you want? I think
we're wide receiver. I don't mind either one of him or I guess Horton Went.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't think I've taken Cooper Kupp once.
I've started taking him on some builds. I think this one we could just throw a dart at a rookie.
Yeah, I've been buying some of the Miami, like Chris Bell or Caleb Douglas guys.
Let's do Douglas.
Yeah, I've been taking a lot of Douglas because he's going undrafted a lot, and I just feel like that Miami wide receiver room is going to have tons of opportunity for somebody. I mean, probably multiple bodies, given what they've got. So yeah, I think Chris Bell's. I've been taking him because obviously he's gone now. But Caleb Douglas is another one with Dulcich. I've been taking a lot of Dulciches as like a third tight end. So I want to be heavily invested on the Miami offense. That's why they're so cheap. I mean, once camp hits and those guys start kind of taking shape, they'll probably start moving up.
They showed a Caleb Douglas video today.
Yeah.
I couldn't help but chuckle because it reminded me of the Pacheco video from last year where he's just shaking all the time.
Looks like he's trying to make a move. And
but Pacheco looked like he was trying to make a move. Douglas was actually moving,
I did. I mean, I will say he looked good. He looked good. So,
but it just reminded me of that video from last year.
Yeah, and I've mixed in some Malik. I was heavy on Malik way early in the pre-draft cycle. I was starting to take some more Tolbert, so I wanted to have a little bit of sprinkles of all those guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's review the team. We got a 3-6-7-2 here. We got Brock Purdy, Matthew Stafford, Sam Darnold. Running backs: Travis Etienne, Quinshon Judkins, Tony Pollard, and then a very solid trio there. And then Jonathan Brooks, Mike Washington, and Claiborne is just some darts. Puka, Evans, Marv. That pick neither one of us liked, but it's what do you do there?
Yeah.
I don't want zero. I don't want much, but I don't want zero.
Yeah, I'll be a 1% to 2%er if anything at the most.
That puts me at 2.5% to 3%.
It's hard to stay in that 1% to 2% too.
It is. Casey Concepcion,
Yeah.
Rashid Shaheed for the push, which we landed. Isaac Tesla, Caleb Douglas, and then Bowers and Schultz.
Yeah, I like it.
I think it's a pretty solid team. I don't think it's elite, but I think it's
I was
solid.
gonna say I don't think we have just an elite position either. Like I feel like it's a real balance.
Yeah,
Back.
oh,
Obviously
no.
tight end. We're leading with Bowers there, but I mean I wouldn't say like the running back room is the strongest. I wouldn't say the wide. Tight ends obviously probably our strongest feet here, but I think it's a well balanced team.
It is a very well balanced team. I'm looking at the chat trying to see who members are. I believe Danimals is a member. We'll do reviews in a minute. But what do you anything to discuss before you head out?
I guess not at the moment. I mean, obviously, I know get right into hot Bestball summer, and we'll both be. I know you stream daily almost, so
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'll definitely have you back on, and I'm sure I'll come back on, and we'll definitely be drafting hardcore, and I'm sure a lot of the stuff we're saying in this stream is going to change from stream to stream. But
right,
no, I appreciate you having me on, man.
There are like I definitely want to like look more into the JCM stuff. Like I
feel like we do have a discussion on every stream we do. At least the last one we had one. I think you were talking me into Keaton Mitchell, and I've been buying some more Keaton Mitchell now. And it's not so much because
I promise you, I was not telling you to take Keaton.
Okay, I couldn't remember if one way or the other.
Yeah, I'm pretty out on the Keaton Mitchell experience.
You were in on Vidal, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty in on the Vidal side.
Okay.
But like
maybe we weren't agreeing on that one then.
I also think Keaton needs to be like at that time he was moving up the board, and he's
leveled off a little bit.
Yeah, he's leveling off, and I think he's a fine pick now. I haven't taken him much.
Just for the straight, pure upside, man, that he can break one at any tote that he gets, he can break it. That's really my main, like, that's it for me. Like, he's so fast.
Yeah.
And Mike McDaniel,
Yeah, so, like, but I like people to, like, challenge what I'm doing.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm usually the one that challenges a lot because I typically am one that goes a lot against the grain for the most part. But you know that already. I mean, anybody that follows me on Twitter has watched anything I do. I'm typically I don't mind going hard on what I feel like my stances are, and if I don't have the greatest of arguments, that's one thing. But I try to have something for why I'm doing what I'm doing, for the method of the madness.
Yeah, I do as well. And like that's why like I read all the comments, I take it all in, and like I want JCM to be around, like he's like 10 picks too high for me. And I
understand 130.
No, he's at like 108, 109 now.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it for some reason like the 120, 130.
Whenever I did my ranks earlier, so
I want to say maybe on DraftKings
his ADP is his 117. Like I have him ranked at 117. Like
I thought that's right around. I thought that's right where he was.
Yeah,
going.
so like I put him ahead of Aaron Jones, or I think I put him behind Aaron Jones and ahead of Jordan Mason. Like in a line, something like that. So like I'm not fully out, and like I'm baking ADP into my ranks as well. So like I don't know where I would put him just flat out, but like I think he's a fine pick, and like in that range, it's not like the worst. I have a hard time getting to running back in that range because I like the ones behind it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and I think that's the difference, probably the main difference in the way you draft, the way I draft. We're not really just the way we draft; it's where our pockets are in the drafts.
Right?
Like you have your certain pockets that you like, I do too, and I feel like ours are not exactly in those same pockets. But yeah, I mean, I totally get it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to start reviewing these teams. Do you want to assist, or do you want to go ahead and head out?
I got a few more minutes.
All right. Let's. I know that JT is a member, and they are in. If you're a member and you're in the chat, say something. I'll remember to review you. We got a 3672 here. Jaden Daniels, Aaron Rodgers, Marcus Mariota. So he handcuffed the quarterback.
Okay.
Kyron Williams, Jadarian Price, R.J. Harvey, Rashad White, Jonah Coleman, Katron Allen. So, and I do
This
like.
guy must be a Washington fan.
Oh, he does things like this pretty often, but like I like it here. Like I think going JCM plus White or White plus Katron Allen makes sense. I think taking both of them makes sense in both combinations. I don't know if I would love the JCM plus Katron. Like
Same role, yeah.
Yeah. So I do like what you did there. And then we got Jefferson, Rasheed Rice, McLaurin, DK Metcalf, Jacoby Myers, Shakir, and then Jeremy Bernard. So that's a very strong wide receiver room. And your running backs honestly aren't that bad. And then Chig and Freiermuth. So that's where you're weak.
Yeah,
but
mega Washington stack too.
But yeah, you got the mega Washington stack. So I personally I think I mean, he's just hoping down here. Like he's just
say, yeah, you
well, like
you're thin, but you're very fragile. But I'd say your wide receiver room is stacked. But other than that, you're fragile everywhere else.
I just seen something. You took Aaron Rodgers at 159 because all these guys because he's
needed a third, needed a
second, and then in case Rodgers doesn't play, I think that's why he took Mariota. So I don't love the handcuffing your quarterback thing, but like
yeah, I think I would have taken a shot.
But like in this situation, in this situation, like if I'm ever gonna do it, when Aaron Rodgers is your quarterback too.
yeah, I hope to God, which I'm not knocking anything, but I hope to God I never get in a situation where Aaron Rodgers is my quarterback too.
Yeah, the quarterbacks went, and that's why I mentioned just take two of them early, right?
Yeah.
Is Steven a member or not? I can't remember. It's hard to pay attention to all that. I believe that's the only member in actually. JT, Flock U, Jalapeno, Delay. So sorry about this. But yeah, I think that's it. If I missed you, we will get back to this. I'll do it later. If I missed the review and you care about it. Definitely not meaning to do that. But I want to thank you for coming on. I had a good time.
Appreciate it, man.
And I'm going to be drafting all summer. What is your schedule going to look like?
I mean, I'll probably be one of those types that good thing is they're going to be out of school after like next Wednesday or Thursday. So that'll free up a lot of my, weeknights.
So I don't forget about it. San Francisco, LA Rams, and Seattle.
We stacked correlated there and didn't even mean to.
Oh, yeah, we did. All three of them. Yeah. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, I didn't even mean to do that. Yep, we may have a Week 17 game here.
I was going to say, we might get lucky and just happen to get one without trying, but hey.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll take it. I don't know what's going on my end, by the way. I don't know if the stream looks good to people or not, but I notice people jumping in and out a lot, and like my YouTube feed is being really, really slow right now. It's being really weird. So if it drops out or whatever, I do apologize. But I think I'm going to do another puppy for everybody who wants to do that. Anything you want to argue about before you leave? You got 5 minutes.
No. I think I'm good. I think as always, man. I enjoy our discussions.
That's what it's not an argument. Not an argument.
Your case too. Yeah. No, exactly. I call them discussions because that's what we're doing, right? We're just chatting about players we like. But I mean it's always a good time. Can't wait till the next one.
Absolutely. I wasn't keeping up with chat there at the end. You don't play
I see a lot of JCM hate, so it's time for me to go.
I mean, there are certain topics that the community will never agree on.
Oh yeah.
The Keaton Mitchell one is going
And
to
like I said, I'm usually on the
Yeah.
opposite side of that somehow.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
in my blood, I guess.
Yeah, the Keaton Mitchell one. Why in the world is it? Yeah, like my stream. I don't know. Did it end my stream? I don't know.
It
Like,
shows that you're still live, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
well,
I'm not
my-
watching on YouTube.
yeah, whatever. I'm going to take down the YouTube channel on the side. It's being really weird. But yeah, the JCM one is massively different. We have people all over on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers receivers, like all of them.
Yeah.
You have people like the Charger situation at running back is all over the place. They're like,
It's always the ambiguous situations. I mean, but that's,
yeah.
and everybody's always going to have their favorite of that group.
And
So
very
it's-
few people are like, I'm just going to kind of split it down the middle and take some of both.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of the time I do try to default to like taking the cheapest at times, but again,
Yeah.
if I do have a harder stance on one, I'm just going to take that player. I mean, that's
Yeah,
part of
so-
drafting.
But hey, what's up? Welcome to the crew. I got the sound clip somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Nice.
Welcome to the Who Crew.
I like it. It's catchy.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Not gonna lie, I do love it. Jamie helped me with that. I told him what I wanted.
I was going to say, I noticed you've done a lot of the transitions and introductions since I believe I've came on with the show last year. So props, man. It's good stuff.
Yeah. I've been taking a lot of time dealing with that kind of stuff. So Delay just got a sub here. We got a 2772 Lamar Jackson, Geno Smith. That's thin, but like as long as Lamar has an early bye week, you're very safe, right?
Right.
And then CMC, Derrick Henry, Travion, Jordan Mason, Singleton, Braylon Allen, and Jordan James. That's a very strong running back room. You got three strong and then three guys. Like I mean, even Mason could give you several decent weeks. AJ Brown as hero wide receiver, and then Tyson, Parker, Pearsall, and Dobbs. I mean, I think that you can fit something together out of those guys, and then Omar Cooper and Lane later to maybe break out. Kittle and Sadiq, very thin. Like if Kittle plays week 1, this is awesome, right?
Yeah.
If Kittle doesn't play week 1, it's
You might
very
be in a little
scary.
trouble,
Very
obviously.
scary.
What tied in taking a couple zeros. I'm not saying that that's the end of the world.
Right.
I mean, especially in a large field tournament. But I mean, this is definitely a tournament build. It's a very much tournament build.
Oh yeah, it really is. And like he got the double stack on Geno too. If you triple if you think Braylon Allen will catch more than 17 passes this year.
If he doesn't get injured, there where he misses half the season.
Absolutely. But yeah, we if you guys are just popping in, I can't see how many people are here, how many people aren't, because everything's being all choppy for me. But we're gonna do another draft. We're gonna do a puppy, and I'm gonna go ahead and cue that up. I don't know if you're planning on staying for a bit or if you're gonna head out. You said you kind of had a hard
I'm about to jet. I gotta go meet with the fam. But hey,
All
appreciate you having me on, man. And we will definitely do it again soon.
Absolutely. I look forward to it. Have a great day.
All right, thanks, man.
Peace. All right, everybody. We are going to do another draft. We're going to do a puppy again. Let me get it set up. So I noticed that my YouTube was being weird because I was doing I was trying to do the live updates of the timestamps and it just wouldn't remember it at all. Like it just wouldn't remember. So that's what we're working with here. But we're going to join a puppy and we're going to join in 15 seconds.
Bestball Degens, we never leave the rhyme. Fury, endless, breaks, relentless, fantasy, range,
All right. If you guys are new to the channel and you haven't subbed yet, if you could sub, that would be fantastic. We're on a road to 1,000 subs. At 1,000 subs, we will be doing a 24-hour live stream at 1,000 subs. We are going to start doing a members only stream. I'm not sure how often. Probably it's the first one. I have an idea, and I don't know how good or how entertaining it's going to be, but basically, I'm just going to load up a wheel of percentages, and I'm going to throw people in the queue, and whichever number pops up, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5, I'm just going to throw that many players in the queue, and whichever number pops up, that's the number I have to take. So it will make for interesting builds. Maybe I just have to throw all the quarterbacks in at one point to take a quarterback. It should be very interesting, but that's the goal. That's what we're going to do. I don't know what day that's going to be. I don't know what time frame that's going to be, but that is the plan, at least. It may end up being a Sunday night after. Like, I may just make it a post Sunday night stream, like a later Sunday night or something like that. I don't know. It'll probably be a weeknight of some sort. There's so many people to stream now. It's hard to figure out when to do a members only thing. For sure. Sunday night would probably be bad, honestly, because Sunday nights are going to be super flex and Sundays from now on. That's what we're doing. Only super flex on Sundays. And we actually got in and it didn't pop up, didn't populate. I didn't realize that we were live. This is what it was doing the other day with it did it to BBG, it did it for me. We're at the 3 again. I did not realize that we were even in the queue. We got the 103. We got delay at the 5. We have King QC at the 6. We got 7. We got Jaguar at the 8. We got Frank at the 10. We have Coolers at the 12. We have T-Fall at the 11. Thank you guys for popping in. UC 7 Dust announced a new tour. I did not. I seen 7 Dust live in Chicago. It was 7 Dust and Fuel, I believe. I believe it was 7 Dust and Fuel. Not a bad little concert, for sure. So, yeah, this I don't know why it's doing this, but it doesn't update if I'm not on the browser. Like, if I have it clicked over here, for some reason, it doesn't do it. So it's going to be interesting to try to draft these if I want to use the overlay. I don't know why it's doing that. LeJohn is a hell of yeah, he is. What's up, Corey? How we doing? So we just continually are getting the 3 and 4 picks in all of our drafts. I'm not like super against those picks. Like, I think they're very, very strong picks. I would like some at the back end or at the 1 or 2 every once in a while, though. We are using our custom ranks. For those of you who are YouTube members, if you would like my custom ranks after this stream, jump in the Discord, give me a message, and we will. I will shoot you my ranks after the stream. So I know from the one before, I don't have any Jeremiah Love paired with Jamar Chase, although I have a whole bunch of Jamar Chase. So we're going to make sure we get different here. We're going to click Jamar Chase. So the combinations for Jamar Chase pop up over here in the combination tool side. I don't have any AJ Brown with Jamar either, but I probably I'll go ahead and take the AJ Brown share. I'm a little overweight on Jeremiah Love. I love the running backs that come back around at 46 and 51. So I don't mind doing the double anchor wide receiver. I also don't mind taking a third wide receiver either there. Why did it just do that? All right, so you and Sweetleaf in the draft before this one. In the pre-flow, got it. Yeah, so doing good. One of the swing by and say hi. Happy drafting. Thank you. How are we doing, Breaking Bestball? Okay, you are T-Fall. I knew the name. I didn't know what YouTube handle it was. We will see if I remember that or not. We will see if I remember. It looks like on the YouTube side things have cleared up a little bit, so that's good. It's not all laggy anymore. Although this part got it got broke on this end with the tool now. So I don't know what I was gonna say. So somebody earlier, it was this comment right here. I don't know if this is facetious or not. Because I'm learning, but I'm not I know I'm not good at it yet. Like really good at a lot of this stuff. You should see me try to talk to AI. It's really bad. Like whenever I try to talk to AI and get it to do something, I'm not good at prompting it to do things for me at all yet. Definitely need to get better at that stuff. Now on the other side of things, I think I am progressing a little bit. I don't use Best Ball Overlay, but I think it's a current issue because same thing. Because the same method wasn't working for someone else either. Yeah, it was Best Ball guy. It wasn't working for, and it didn't work for me on the 12-hour live stream either. It was doing that. Whenever I click out onto the StreamYard side to read the chat, it doesn't populate for whatever reason. Yeah, I know for a fact it is some sort it's a bug somewhere on it. So we don't have any LAD but LAD won't make it to us. We didn't update the exposures after the last draft, but obviously we're not going to get him now. We have just a ton of Scatabo and Loveland with JSN or with Jamar, but we do get the LAD fall, so we're going to happily take that. Bucky ends up going to Jacold here. Claude put who in? I've never even logged into Claude or ChatGPT. So, but I've been playing around with Canva and CapCut for editing videos and stuff. I mean, if Scatabo is going to keep falling to me at this pick, I'm just going to keep taking it. I think he should clearly be ahead of this. So if I have to go into this season with 25% Scatabo, we have to go into this season with 25% Scatabo. That's how this is going to play out. They didn't end up taking anybody, which to me, I mean, they didn't really have a chance if they only thought it was a 2 running back class as well. But they also haven't brought in Najee yet. That could be the single worst thing is that they bring in Najee. Then it feels really bad. But Scatabo and Tracy both receive as well. But it kind of feels like they're pretty happy with the state of his recovery. So, okay, yeah. So this this draft, we're going to have reviews for Delay, for King, for Jaguar, for King. And by the way, King over here will be the guest tomorrow. They will be on tomorrow. We will be doing puppies or whatever they want. Like puppies or Superflex, either one, whichever one they want to do. I'll be able to stay for a while, at least 2 hours, probably 3. However long they're good for. So all right, we are trying to look something up real quick again. So we got so Bashaw Tootin is starting to fall back into the mid 6th. And I think he's a good pick there. I don't think he's a great pick where he was going initially, but I think he's a good pick there. I don't have a lot of the AJ Brown with Drake May stuff, so if Drake May does fall to me, I will probably just take Drake May. I guess I have been doing that unintentionally. So, I mean, we have Joe Burrow here too, though. But I do just prefer Drake May. So, but we don't get him. So we end up taking Jamar Chase. Or not Jamar Chase. Joe Burrow to stack up with Jamar. Like, I think that's perfectly fine. I know that Herbert's been falling, but like, I really like Herbert. And I don't like this range of players. I need to stop taking as much Tony Pollard as well. And I think the lad Jamar Chase stack is going to be a little less common. So I don't mind pulling Herbert up in this situation to do that. So the team right now, we have a 2-2-3-0. We got Joe Burrow and Herbert both stacked up. We have Jeremiah Love, Cam Scatterbo, and then Jamar Chase, AJ Brown, and Ladd McConkey. So we have Ladd and Jamar Chase both stacked up with the quarterbacks. We have 2 running backs. I honestly don't feel fantastic about this running back room right now. Like, I'm not going to lie, I don't love it. But it is pretty solid. Like, it's solid enough because, like, we have these 3 awesome wide receivers, right? And we're cooking at quarterback as well. So, we got 30 likes, though. I want to thank everybody for smashing the like. That's fantastic. King over here gets the Lamb fall, or gets the Dak Prescott paired up with CeeDee Lamb. So it's a short fall there, which normally you only have to worry about the Pickens drafters and the Pickens drafters here. So after we got boxed out last draft at quarterback, we are not allowing that to happen again. That's what we're doing here, not allowing it to happen again. All right, we got I definitely want one of these running backs. I don't really care which one we get, but we definitely want to take a running back with the next pick. If, like, Tucker Kraft being gone, I could be talked into Harold Fannin if Fannin fell to 94. I think that's enough of a fall that it's kind of worth taking. So Wall Street has 3. They have 3. They have 2. So I'm probably not going to get a running back. That's just my guess. It hurt me to put Jacoby Myers ahead of Ricky Pearsall in my rankings. I will say that. All right, we're gonna take the Rico Dowdle. We ended up getting somebody to fall. I did not expect that. So Fannin ended up going, and the player who took Mike Evans pulled up Purdy, which makes sense as well, since the two on the end have no quarterback. And Ricky Pearsall Purdy is pretty common right now. I know I've taken the Pearsall Purdy thing a couple times. So Corum does go. Let's select Jamar Chase here. We're going to take Kyle Pitts to have a more unique combination with the Jamar Chase is what we're going to do. Pretty sure Fannin is good price regardless in a Monken offense. Yeah, I think he always should have been behind Tucker Kraft. And I think that he needs to be around I put him around Laporta, Pitts, and right, but I put him ahead of those two by a pick. I just think that he needs to be around those guys, you know. I actually just see a decent gap between Kraft, Warren, and those three. And maybe that's incorrect, but that's where I'm at. So, like, this is one of those teams that, like, if JCM comes to 118, I am interested, right? But in my rooms, JCM never slides past ADP at all. I know a lot of the crew actually like JCM. So, and I don't blame people. I definitely want shares of the running back in that offense. Like, you got a running quarterback, make the efficiency higher for the running backs, obviously. And whichever one it is, I want some of. I just think that it is a current RB1 in the 10th round. I blame them. I blame them. I mean, I'm not going to be bullish on him, right? But, like, I don't think it's a horrible pick. I like Kraft too, but I don't think he's miles ahead of Fannin and Warren either. 100. That's you're probably more on the correct side of this argument, to be honest. Like, this could be the classic. They got two pass catchers. Everybody freaks out, so he falls down the board. I'm also kind of playing the ADP game. Like, I know he's falling, so I move him way down the board because I know his ADP is going to keep falling. And whenever his ADP stops falling, I'm probably going to move him ahead of ADP at that point. Like, so, and I do things like that whenever I do rankings. I mean, I don't have a single share of JCM. We will take a share of JCM here, although it doesn't go with my ranks. We will go ahead and do that on this team. Like, I do like Gainwell more, but I have 13.5% Gainwell. I didn't have a single share of JCM. If I have him separated by one spot, I might as well, or maybe two spots, I might as well take the guy I haven't been able to click yet. You feel the same way about Mason and Jones? One of them is an absolute smash. Yeah, I agree. I fully agree with that. Like, somebody's a big win in that backfield, right? So I'm going to take Higgins because I need a wide receiver a little more. I like these other players more, but I definitely want a wide receiver 4 at this point. What's up, GAB? How we doing? Yeah, GAB is one of the two people who have messaged me to get the ranks. For those of you who don't know, in the Bestball channel in my Discord, the Discord link is down below. After this stream, if you just tag me or like thumbs up the message, I will send you a private message with the ranks in it. If you would like to use the ranks that I'm using, or if you just want to look at my ranks, like if you're a YouTube member, that's one. Like I review teams and I will give you the ranks for being a member. And I only have ranks for underdog right now. Dox the other person. No idea what that's in regard or reference to, but I guess we're obviously not live over here because the overlay was lagging again. But yeah, if you just join the Discord if you're a YouTube member, and then shout me out, you can at least, I mean, you can just look at my ranks that way as well, like for free. So then you can snipe me when you want. What's up, Quill? How we doing? I'm feeling better. Not perfect. I think I'll be good. I'll probably be good, you know, the day I start work on Friday. But yeah, the allergies plus like a small cold, plus I just haven't been able to sleep. Like, but we're doing good. I've been working on a thumbnail. Missy is like been great. She's been helping me with things like just for fun. But I have a thumbnail idea for the Super Flexed Sundays. It's going to be fun. Spring can get bent. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I live in you live hours north of me where I assume you don't live where there's a bunch of fields and stuff. Like, I promise you the pollen levels and all that stuff is way, way worse in the middle of fields. It's pretty wild. So I'm pretty happy with just these two quarterbacks. I'm not going to overdraft another one. I moved Diggs up to 141. I'm hoping to be able to snag a share or two of him. I'm going to go ahead and take McMillan here. And if Diggs comes around, we're going to take him as well. And if he doesn't, we'll go with one of these guys. Because I wouldn't mind a second tight end either. Hey, what's up? Speaking of the devil. I think the thumbnail, like, I think the picture for the thumbnail is going to be pretty cool. I mean, I could just show people if they want to see. Okay, we do get Diggs back. Diggs is going to start going a lot higher than this. So for the audio listeners, we have a 2-4-6-1 right now. We got Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, running back Jeremiah Love, Cam Scatterbo, Rico Dowdle, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, wide receiver Jamar Chase, AJ Brown, Ladd McConkey, Jaden Higgins, Jalen McMillan, and Kyle Pitts. Pretty solid team here. Pretty solid team. But yeah, tonight I'm going to work on another 2 emojis for the channel. I know what I want. I'm just trying to figure out how to prompt it correctly. So I've got room, I think, for 3 or 4 more of those emojis to make. And then the goals start getting pretty wild before I can add more. So it may be like, we may end up taking votes on like which one. Make me an ass emoji. There was one of those in the works at one point. I'll share it real quick. this is what came up whenever they were trying to do the ass emoji, or for booty. So that's what happened. We will go back to the draft. So that was the one that popped up for that. Yeah, just Kyler Murray. You mean Peter Dinklage? I mean, we could just put a Peter Dinklage emoji in there for Kyler. But we're not going to do that because I want it to have a theme, right? I definitely want it to have a theme. Like that's the point of making the emoji line, is to have a theme for it. So we are looking at probably a tight end or a running back here. The tight ends look pretty thin. Running backs look pretty fine though. I will take one of these. I don't have very much Pacheco. I think this team, like, I don't want to be underweight on Pacheco, but what about the one that says Who Crew? What, are you talking about removing it? Oh, one that says Who Crew? Should probably, yeah, probably do that as well. That makes a lot of sense. Could just change the one that has Who on it for Who Crew. But definitely looking to move the, like, any ideas are welcome, by the way. If you guys have ideas. The next two I'm going to make, I haven't mentioned them yet, but basically going to do, let's do the draft first. I think we want him. Yeah, we want Dalton Schultz here. That's what we want. Explode. Yeah. Definitely need a Who Crew one. That one may be a little different. It'll probably, like, it could just be the one like that says Who on it, but it says Who Crew, but it could be something a little different as well. What's up, Doc? How we doing? Thank you for popping in, sir. Thank you for popping in. Thank you all for hitting the like as well. I feel pretty good tonight. If we can get to 40 likes by the end of this draft, I will do another draft, and we will do a super flex. So we'll do a super flex draft after this, and we get to 40 likes. I'm kind of feeling like doing it. Yeah, readability is the problem, right? Like, to have a crew, I mean, it could be something really. I'll show you 40 likes. What's up, Angry? How we doing? Thanks for popping in, sir. But yeah, we can discuss the emojis, like, in the Discord as well. Oh, it's going good. It's going good. But the ones I'm, like, I think I'm going to do, like, so basically the Super Flex and Sunday, like, if you're in the Discord, you've seen, like, a picture that's going to be semi-like the picture I'm going to use for myself for the Super Flex and Sunday stuff. I'm trying to get an owl that looks like that for Super Flex. An owl that's, like, doing muscles for two sets of arms for muscles for super flex, and then possibly one of just flexing for just for regular flex. But I don't think that one would hit very hard. I think the super flex one would. So I'm not scared on Emmett Johnson, right? Like I'm really not that scared on him at all. But I do think taking the double stack here would make some sense. So we're going to take the double stack, do the correlation thing. And for whatever reason, the overlay just stopped messing with the draft board like it was earlier. I mean, we could definitely do something like that, like as well. Like, I think I have 3 or 4 more spots. Definitely doing the flex one. Like the Who Crew one makes sense as well. All right, so Joe Burrow, Herbert. I think I definitely want. I think I'm going to stop at 2 here, and I'm going to, like, since I have stronger wide receivers here, I'm going to take the Emmett Johnson. He fell to 195 in this room. I wasn't planning on taking him, but I think it makes sense in this room. Pacheco and his replacement. Yeah, you got to tell who to charge up that key. Yeah, I need to watch the 81 episode. What's it called? Kai? Like, I know that's called Key, right? Or is it called Kai? But the Dragon Ball Z Kai, where it's only like 80 some episodes, I need to watch that version. Because I ain't gonna lie, I got tired of watching the same fight for 4 episodes. Kai. Okay, Dragon Ball Z Kai. Got it. I do need to go through and watch that. I love the characters for Dragon Ball Z. And by the way, we're still 4 likes away. We got 1 pick, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 reviews to do. Also, if you're a YouTube member, you can join the Discord and tag me afterwards if you want ranks as well. My ranks. I'm not saying they're good ranks, but they're my ranks. You see Frieza Saga? Oh, the Frieza Saga goes by quicker? Yeah. Yeah. So I definitely need to... I definitely gave up on the original. Like, I watched it for a while and I was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do it anymore. All right, so wide receivers here. We have Chase, AJ Brown, Ladd, Jaden Higgins, McMillan, Diggs, and Trey Harris. So just looking for like a rookie dart of some sort. I already have 2 of them. I don't ever take Jacoby Lane. I don't really love Jacoby Lane. Caleb Douglas we just took. I take Bryce Lance randomly. I'm surprised I don't have exposure there. It must be mostly in Superflex. So Brazel. I'm kind of into Brazel a little bit more. I'm definitely into Skylar Bellamore. Let's take Bryce Lance. I want the Bryce Lance shares. I'm still a believer in him. I'm not going to have a lot of them, but I'm going to take a share there. We got a 2-6-8-2 here. Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert. Running backs, Jeremiah Love, Cam Scatterbo, Rico Dowdle, JCM, Isaiah Pacheco, Emmett Johnson. Wide receivers, Jamar Chase, AJ Brown, Ladd McConkey, Jaden Higgins, Jalen McMillan, Steph Diggs, Trey Harris, Bryce Lance. Tight end, Kyle Pitts and Dalton Schultz. So I ended up going 8 receivers. Probably too many receivers. Gesicki was probably the right pick there. I'd miscounted. I definitely made a mistake there. It's all good though. Like, it is a 1 of 10, 1 of 6 advance, so it's not like the end of the world. If this is like a BBM, I'd feel pretty bad about that mistake. But I think in this contest, it's not as big of a deal either. So we got delay, brand new YouTube member. We got a 2682 here. Jaden Daniels, Brock Purdy, CMC for the stack. I think you have Mike Evans as well. Travis Achan, Tony Pollard, Rashad White, Katron Allen, Damon Claiborne. Wide receiver, Drake London, Mike Evans, Ricky Pearsall, the big stack. Omar, Jawan Jennings, Brandon Ayuk. Not only and Antonio Williams, Chris Bell. So like you're trying to triple stack both teams. And you got the former guy too. I love it. And then Colson Loveland and George Kittle. That's perfectly fine to stop there. I like this team. I don't love the Ayuk pick overall. But like you did get it at ADP and you are projecting it into the Jaden Daniels thing. And wide receiver is ugly in that situation for sure. Gonna have to start getting Pacheco. He's gonna get some touchdowns. Yeah, this was the first or the second time I've taken him. I prefer Brian Robinson over him. I thought Brian Robinson was going to move up the board even more than he has. It looks like he's kind of leveled out. So I have them back to back in the ranks. And I was just taking B-Rob every time. And now I'm going to just start mixing them up. What's up, Fancy Dog? Feel smarter just being here. What's up? All right, so review number 2. And we need 3 more likes for another draft. And if we get those 3 likes, we will put a vote in the chat for Superflex or Puppy. You guys will decide your own fate. We got a 2772. We got Josh Allen, Jared Goff, running back Travion Henderson, Kyle Monangai, Aaron Jones, Tyler Algier, Dylan Sampson, and Alvin Kamara. That seems pretty solid. Hero running back. 2 guys. It's kind of thin, but this is a 0 RB-ish build. I can tell already that you probably have like one of the elite or high tight ends and really strong receivers. Amon-Ra, Malik Neighbors, Roma Dunze, Mekhi Lemon, Parker Washington, Deebo Samuel, Elijah Surratt, Laporta, and Kincaid. So I think it's a solid team. Definitely a solid team. Like Amon-Ra, Neighbors. Where did you go? Oh, Josh Allen. That's right. Man, like whenever I look at Josh Allen teams, you know how some people look at elite tight end teams and think they look weak? I kind of get that feeling when I look at Josh Allen teams. I don't think you can go 0 Josh Allen though, for sure. But it definitely, I don't know. Are you happy with that? Let me know. Tried to draft with you a second ago. Ended up on a side quest with Sweet Leaf. We're two away. Missy out here working in real time. Oh, is she? Did she post? Oh, nice. That is fantastic. I'll whenever we're done with the reviews, I'll show that. Or you guys could join the Discord and check. We got UCFJ. Let me know what you like. Were you happy with the Josh Allen team there or not, King? Like this stream, you dirty dogs. We got the 40, so let me 101 to 140 won the poll. That definitely seems like the most likely outcome. Putting up a new poll. Superflex. So next draft, Superflex or Puppy. All right, it is on the YouTube side. UCF Jaguar, we got a 3-6-6-3. Jonathan Taylor, Omarion Hampton, Bashaw Tootin, Jordan Mason, Mike Washington, and Sean Tucker. That feels pretty good. That feels really good. These Tootin teams in the 6th round feel way better than these Tootin teams in the 5th round. I will say that. Tedero McMillan, Garrett Wilson, Michael Wilson, Matthew Golden, Denzel Boston, Deshaun Stribling. Just solid work. Tucker Craft, Andrews, and Ferg. Yeah, you kind of had a free pick at the end. You took it on a high upside tight end. I don't mind it. Very strong team by Jaguar. I got distracted at the end. Should have taken. So yeah, you kind of agreed. Kind of agreed. Or no, that like I don't know. Like I think you kind of had a free pick there, but yeah, I think that an extra receiver is probably the right move. But McMillan, Wilson, Golden, yeah. Actually, no, you're right. You definitely needed one. Even if it was Tucker, like either Tucker or Ferguson, right? Either one of them. Either one of them for a wide receiver was probably the move. You are correct. We got Frank, tomorrow's guest on Who's Crew. We got a 2-5-8-3 here. We got Dak Prescott, Trevor Lawrence, running back, Kenneth Walker, Javonte Williams, Breece Hall, Tyrone Tracy, Kalen Black. That's solid. CeeDee Lamb, Christian Watson, Brian Thomas, Josh Downs, Xavier Worthy, Jalen Naylor, Ryan Flournoy, one of my favorites, Ted Hurst, Jake Ferg, Chig, and Kate Otten. So a big Dallas stack. A small Brian Thomas stack here. Just a very solidly built team. Like Kenneth Walker, Javonte, Breece Hall, Tracy, and then you just kind of threw an extra pick at running back at the end. But all of your positions feel good, so I do not hate that at all. Are you a YouTube member there, T-Fall? Let me know. I don't think you were. Do not think you were. So if you are, let me know. We'll be closing the poll here in a minute. We are 50-50. We only got 10 votes. We got 27 watching. Puppy or Superflex, go ahead and vote. I'm going to close it in like 30 seconds. So we will share the screen again. This is what Missy just got for an emoji. Like, I don't know if that'll work as an emoji. Like, that will. That's pretty cool, though. This is pretty sweet. That looks awesome. If definitely going to make that an emoji. This right here is going to be the Superflex and Sunday. Either that or that. Like, just a funny... I might use both of them. Like, I was trying to get a third arm on it. But couldn't really do that. This is kind of cool, too. Like, might use that for the Superflex and Sunday, honestly. Like... But yeah, these are pretty sweet. Yeah, the old Goro. That was the whole idea for the Superflex and Sunday thing, was the Goro, right? The original one was this, which is just hilarious. But yeah, that's where we're at. So we are drafting a puppy. Poll is closed. Sorry for the Superflex crowd. Poll is closed. Puppy wins. We only got one more vote. It was for Puppy. So we are going into a puppy. And we're going to draft that puppy in 15 seconds.
Bestball Degens, we never leave the line. Fury, endless, breaks, relentless, fantasy, reigns. Who waits? Immortal.
we are waiting. We are waiting. You guys jumped in. We got that. We get the 108. We got delay at the 2, King QC at the 3, King of Kings at the 5, Lutz at the 6. I believe that is it. I believe that's it. Thank you, everybody, for popping in. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy the content, go ahead and give me a sub. I stream live every Monday through Thursday at 4 p.m. Central and every Sunday night at 6:30 Central. Going to start doing a member stream. I don't know when I'm going to do that. Also do a stream with Steve from Fanspeak all the time, or once a week. This week we took off because I was struggling after doing the 12-hour live stream on Sunday. Dang, I'm in a new draft. You missed. Yeah, it whenever I logged in, it was +1. Always passing shifts of the night. Yeah, sure are. But we got let's put the music back on, which let's do the classic. The classic music. So I've been let me GAB for life. Are you still in here? If you are, let me know how the ranks have been working for you. I know you were using them. I know Lutz asked for them. I don't know if he's using them, but I know he asked for them. I do need to go back and redo 1 or 2. Like, I'm going to move Dontavian Wicks to undraftable. I missed him whenever I was doing that. I missed him. Other than that, I felt pretty okay with going through that last draft with him. Obviously, you never I would never recommend anybody to draft straight off of ranks, like just fully straight off of ranks. Frank is getting unique here, taking James Cook at the 5, giving me Jonathan Taylor at the 8 with Amon-Ra going at the 7. My ranks have Amon-Ra at the 6, so I totally get that. I just don't like him. I don't like him as a pick. Is all. Like, there's nothing happened to him. Like, I prefer, like, Devonta Smith is there. Like, they got Mekhi Lemon. I think they're going to run out Stowers in wide receiver positions a bit. That's my guess. And Wicks is fighting with Hollywood Brown as well for targets. So I probably won't have 0, but I'm not going to have very much. And the Wicks that I have will probably all be tied to Jalen Hurts. And, like, if I'm looking for a late back stack, like, I don't care what the rank of the player is, personally. I just don't think he's a player that should be in the top 216. Like, 225 or something, that makes sense to me. So we don't get the unique combination there. We don't have any Hampton with Jonathan Taylor. So, but I know I have more Hampton than Taylor right now. So we are going to use the tool with Hampton instead of Taylor. That way we actually diversify a little better. And by the way, the settings over here, I put orange because it's the Who Hames channel, right? We got the orange as the leader, as the league leader, as it should be. My number one player that late, it's not Mekhi and Burrow stack. It's definitely Keon Coleman draft. It's just always too sticky. GMs to give up. Oh, Mike Gesicki. Mike Gesicki. My number one player that late, it's not Mike Gesicki and Burrow stack. Definitely Keon Coleman. Got it. I haven't been taking a lot of Keon, but I didn't I didn't move him in the ranks. I'm a Skylar Bell truther. I think Skylar Bell can play outside. I think they're going to try to play some Skylar Bell outside. I think they're also going to move him inside. I think that him and Shakir are going to be a good mix. I know that some people are pretty out on Skylar Bell. I think that he's a really good player. Now, he is a rookie, and Keon is in his third year or whatever, and he's got a different body type. But, like, Keon Coleman never profiled to be an outside deep receiver, which is what the Bills have tried to use him as. And guess what? The offensive coordinator that didn't know how to put him into the right position in the first place is still – now he's the head coach. I don't think they're going to figure it out. So, like, he profiled as a big slot. And you know what they don't need there? Slot receivers. So we're going to take Devonta Smith here. I moved him up because I do think that he might move up in the rankings. Keon Coleman is basically Elijah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That you got to kind of the same situation. Like, my problem with Keon Coleman this year is that Joe Brady is the head coach and he's going to be influencing the game. And he was the one that, like, he ran the offense that had Keon Coleman on the outside. Now, I don't think that Keon Coleman's magically going to figure out how to play on the outside. You know, I don't think that's going to happen. So, I'm going to be pretty bearish on Keon Coleman for the year. And I'm going to act like Skylar Bell has a better chance to be the outside receiver than Coleman, because Coleman's already proved he can't do it. That's just my thought on it. And I don't think, I mean, please give me Olave back. That would have been fantastic. So, we haven't done the Hampton Ladd thing yet. Let's do the Hampton Ladd thing. Hey, W for Omega. Thank you for the super chat. What's your biggest pre-draft exposure? You have reverse course to a bigger post-draft fade. So there's a player that I mean, let's yeah, it'll just pop up here since I'm sharing the window. So my pre-draft exposures: Omar, Emmett, Jeremy. Feel fine about all those. Cooper and Emmett don't feel great, but they feel fine, right? Jeremy Bernard feels really good. Loveland still feels good. Pat Bryant doesn't feel great, but it was 20 rounds. So I got a lot of them late. I'm still taking him, just not a lot. Amon feels awesome. Tucker Kraft feels good. Rashad White feels good. Flournoy feels great. Vidal, I'm not worried about. Claiborne feels okay. Brooks feels okay. Basically, the one that, like, Rico feels good. Brian Robinson feels good. Wan'Dale Robinson is the one that I don't like the ADP I got him at, right? Like, I get it. Like, Emmett Johnson, a lot of my ADP was earlier. But, like, I feel like for what I like, I know most people would hate this. I don't, like, in the 20 rounds. And, like, am I going to have a lot of him now? Probably not, but it's also a different situation, right? And, like, maybe that one works, but, like, I think that it's Wan'Dale overall. Like, maybe Alec Pierce, since the injury stuff popped up. So we are back on the clock. I think I'm going to go ahead and take Swift here. So I don't know what you guys think about those. Which one do you guys hate the most of these? Like, I don't really think any of them lost a lot of value, right? Like, maybe Vidal to some people. Like, Flowers has moved up. Brian Roberts, like most of these have moved up. Shuck has moved up. Like I think like Wandale's probably the worst one because I was taking him at like 100. Because I moved him way up going back to Dayball because I was fully convinced that the Titans were going to take Jeremiah Love at 4. And well, guess what? They didn't have the opportunity to take Jeremiah Love at 4. So Malik Willis at 59. Game tight, you need to step up your game. I know that you're a bull on Malik Willis, but you need game tight, best recognized. Malik Willis at 59, everybody. Be on your toes. What do we got here? Chuba? Just back to the draw. So that right there, that was a star method, it looks like. Definitely looks like a star method. So if Cardinal Tate was there, I would have definitely taken him. So let's click Devonta Smith. So yeah, I'll go ahead. Like only half of my Devonta teams have Jalen Hurts, so we'll go ahead and take that. Taking Willis, it really is, right? It really is. But it definitely looks like it was a star method because they have Achane. They can't. I don't think they're excited about this draft anymore. They might have just pushed the plane. They might have pushed the plane. We'll see. Actually, they couldn't have pushed the plane because they got Chuba here, right? But yeah, if you guys are just popping in, you can smash the like. That'd be great. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy the content, give me a sub. We are on a race to 1,000 subs. At 1,000 subs, I will do a 24-hour live stream. We have several people watching over on X right now, like apparently a lot of them. If you're on X and you're watching, if you could click the YouTube link that I just dropped in the chat and give me a sub if you aren't already subbed, that would be fantastic. That would be absolutely epic. I need to think of a mini chat, like something I want to do for like 600 or 700 subs as well. Like I think I'll do like a mini goal at like probably like 750, get halfway there. I'll probably do another goal. So we're gonna take Justin Herbert if he comes back to get the Omari and Hampton Ladd thing. If not, like I'm perfectly happy with these two players. So we got Addison goes to Lutz. So I'm going to get one of these two players. I'm happy with either one. Herbert means I can be done at quarterback here. We got a 2-3-2-0 right now. We got Jalen Hurts, Justin Herbert, running backs, Jonathan Taylor, Omarion Hampton, DeAndre Swift, wide receivers, Ladd McConkey, and Devonta Smith. I think I said Devonta Smith here. It's DeAndre Swift and Devonta Smith. I tongue-tied myself there. But yeah, Missy's getting really good with making those emojis. That's awesome. Like, that's absolutely awesome. So Tucker Craft goes to the, like, yeah, I think that they just got star methoded. But yeah, question is, are they going to take a third quarterback? You think they take a third quarterback? Let me know. we got I would love Jaden Reed to get all the way back. So Cortland Sutton is one of those picks that, like, I don't know that I like where I have him ranked. I don't want 0. I kind of want to be 4 to 5% on Sutton. And like, this isn't the team. Like, this is kind of the kind of team that he fits good on too. Like, yeah, let's go Jaden Reed. Absolutely. Like, this team has so much spike week ability here with Devonta Smith, Jaden Reed, Taylor Hampton, and I guess Swift is kind of a consistent guy more so than anything else. But yeah, I also think I'm probably gonna like set like a goal for 750. I'm probably gonna do like a 6-hour stream or something. Do like a longer stream, like a guaranteed long stream or something for 750. I haven't decided fully, but I think that something like that would make sense. Team like the sixth spot make me happy that there are still fish to pay the rake. Let's look at Lucha's team. We got JSN, Drake London, Jacobs, Hendo, Rome, Tyson, Addison, Blake Corum. I mean, question is he going to get his boy back here at the 102? I assume that he gets his boy back at the 102. Let's change up the music. But yeah, we got I'm pretty happy about this start, honestly. Like, Jonathan Taylor, Hampton, Devonta Smith, like it's nothing special, but it feels good, right? It's most of the picks are just at ADP. We got our quarterback stacks. Feels like it's fine. So we don't have a tight end yet. I do really like the Laporta and the Kyle Pitts price. I'm having a hard time getting to Quentin Johnston. And on this team specifically, I don't want a third stacking partner with Herbert. So we're not going to do that. Lutz gets his boy, Kyler Murray. Peter Dinklage joins the team. Definitely going to go ahead and take Laporta here. Give us one solid tight end as well. Pitts goes next. I like the Pitts pick. Like I take Laporta right now, like every time, because I just have him a spot ahead of Pitts. And I also prefer that just in case Jared Goff falls back or whatever, I can always just choose to take a third quarterback if I want. And that's happened a couple times, and it feels pretty good. I don't know that this team, I'm going to do that. I mean, if Bo Nix fell all the way back, I'm very in. He does not. Those are the picks, and then if those wide receivers are gone, I think I will. I think I will just take Jared Goff. Honestly. So we'll let the room decide what we do here. And by the way, a couple of you just popped in. Thank you for popping in. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. So Chris Bell at 110. He's back off the rails, guys. Back off the rails. Like, the great thing about this is he's only done it a couple times, which means that this draft probably won't get thrown, right? All right, so thank God that we don't have to take. Like, I would have definitely taken Goff there, if Worthy was gone. But I wanted, like, I'm just gonna take, like, this is a Ryan Flournoy ass team, right? Just a guy who's gonna make sure to give us some points, because the Devonta Smith plus Jaden Reed plus Xavier Worthy, like, the ability for those guys to spike is awesome. So this team is pretty poised for like a playoff scenario, in my opinion. I just need to make sure I get some floor plays along with it later in this draft. So what do you guys think? Do you guys like Chris Bell at 110 or not? Are you a fan? I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Chris Bell at 110. So JCM goes at 117, which is kind of exactly where my rank is. Jordan Mason feels like a good pick always. Going 0 RB with Ramondre as running back 1 feels, that can't feel good. Let me know. Do you think that this feels good, or I'm assuming you're just trying something. Mason Ramondre can't feel great. All right, C-Rod. I think C-Rod is one of the better picks for 0 RB, by the way. I think he's going to have a guaranteed role. He's going to give you a consistent floor of points. Maybe not a lot of points, but a consistent floor, right? And I don't think he has much of a chance to spike, but I don't think that it's that big of a deal, right? Yeah, let's go with Jaden Higgins. So the Rodriguez pick for 0 RB, like, he allows you to, like, get some of the spike week type guys to. I don't know if he'll ever have like a big spike week this year, even if Tootin got hurt. That's just my opinion on it. But I think for this specific build that you have, he's like the perfect pick. But he opens up the ability to take the big shots late, in my eyes, like the carry you until like a Saquon gets hurt and Tank Bigsby plays, right? Like, I think that that's what Chris Rodriguez will do for a team. So CJ Stroud goes at 133. The Shinville here ends up taking Shakir at 131, which is a fine pick. Very interested to see what they do. I know who I want at 137. They take Tracy. That was the number 2 option for my pick. I mean, it's pretty obvious who I want. This guy, right? And like Andrews, I do have rated. Actually, you know what? I'll just take Andrews. I have him rated quite a bit higher. We'll try to not. Well, I don't know. I don't have any Goddard with Devonta Smith, so let's do that instead. That's the first Devonta Smith double stack I have with Dallas Goedert. So we will go ahead and do that to make sure we have it for the contest. Lutz takes the value on Andrews. I was pretty close to just doing that as well. Woody Marks 138. That feels pretty solid. That can't feel good for King of QC though. Where do I have Keaton ranked? So yeah, I have him like 6 spots after ADP now. Like, I didn't move him too far down the board, even as much as I've been talking about him. So W for Omega. Back to the super chat. Thank you again. Did you What do you think? Like, which of those exposures do you regret? Like, would you have regretted? Like the Torrey Horton one doesn't feel great actually anymore. That one probably feels the worst. But I am still clicking him, right? Like, and that was a 20. Like, I was taking him before, before Shaheed resigned at like 190. So like that one is probably the one that feels the worst. If I'm gonna go back to that. I think I just take Chig or Brenton Strange here. Yeah, we're gonna take. We're gonna take a third tight end. We're gonna play heavy into tight ends on this team. Chig, Goddard, and Laporta. And then lean into these three strong running backs we have with Taylor, Hampton, and then Swift. We might even take another wide receiver before we take a running back. I wouldn't mind Pacheco, though, to double down on the Detroit offense a little bit. Like I said, I want to get some more Pacheco. So if I could get, like, I'm probably not going to get one of those players. Pacheco's a little further. I guess he's at the top. It's Travis Hunter that a lot of people don't like. MHA, Love, and possibly Beck makes me nervous now. The pace per set kept up wasn't sustainable. But I'll take a massive discount on what this day is a prospect unicorn. I'm nervous now. On which one was yours? All right, so we might not get one of those players back. I put Charbonnet way, way, way down the rankings. Oh, yours was MHJ? All right. Have a ludicrous amount. That can't feel good. Well, I know Chad Candles had a ludicrous amount of Michael Wilson, and he's definitely I mean, you guys seen my exposures. Like, what? I honestly feel pretty okay about the way it played out. It could have went a lot better. Like, I'm not saying my exposures are perfect, but last year, I went back and looked at my 37% Damian Martinez and felt sick to my stomach, you know. I don't have that feeling this year. Not yet. If Emmett Johnson isn't going to make waves at all, it's going to feel pretty bad. But I feel pretty okay about it, honestly. So we got Pacheco there. The team right now, we got a 2-4-5-3 to the audio listeners. We got Jalen Hurts, Justin Herbert, running backs, Jonathan Taylor, Omari Hampton, DeAndre Swift, Isaiah Pacheco, wide receivers, Devonta Smith, Lad McConkey, Jaden Reed, Xavier Worthy, Jaden Higgins, tight ends, Laporta, Goddard, and Okonkwo. So we got both quarterbacks double stacked. We have Hampton and Ladd, and then we have Devonta Smith and Dallas Goddard. So definitely gonna take one more running back, probably late, and we might just go 3 straight receivers with our next picks. Although there aren't like a bunch of awesome receivers left, I think that I'm not going to take Trey Harris. I've taken him 3 times today with Herbert, so we're definitely going to not do that again. 30%, but with lots in the 55. Oh yeah, that's not great. Like that's how I felt last year after pre-draft. It felt all icky whenever I looked at it. But looking back on it for me right now, it feels fine. I dodged a lot of the real big landmines like Mixon as well. Algier's the big one, actually. Tyler Algier. That's the one. I had 11% Algier, I think. I had 10% Algier. That's the one. That's the one I regret. Actually. Whatever your lat exposure is, double it, and then triple it, and then divide by 2, add 15 more percent. You should be good. Thanks for that. All right, let's take Stribling. So let me see if I can do the math real quick. Double my, like, what I have, 12%. Let's say it's 12%. So 24, triple it. So 72, divide by 2, 36, then add 15%. So I need to have 51% Lad McConkey. Is that what you're talking about? 51%? Tis the wins and losses of pre-draft bullets. Absolutely. Like, it's our fault for playing pre-draft, right? Like, it's our fault. So, Lad, 11%. So, almost 12. Light lad exposure with 51. But still will put you in the positive. I could take... I mean, Mike Washington's I think he's a pretty solid pick right now. I'll take him if he's there. I think he's fallen too far at this point. Like, I just don't respect Dylan Lowry as running back too. Do you have a new team that's being faded you're slightly more into? Mine was the Jets. But in that style, might had switched to Browns. So, a team that is being faded that I want to go in on. I mean, that kind of... If it's the teams that I was fading that I want more of, the Texans. I was already I was semi-bullish on Montgomery and semi-bullish on Nico, but I didn't get to enough Schultz and Higgins pre-draft. I was pretty worried on Higgins because of the way it is. But I don't know about that one really. Like, I can't really think of which one it would be, honestly. Just a community fade you think is wrong in your teams. You faded. So, do you think the Cowboys add an RB? The RB2? Yeah. Yeah, the Malik Davis thing, like, I've moved him up in my ranks some, by the way. Like, I put him at 241. which is like 30 spots ahead. But I basically put him up into the if you scroll, you'll see him range, you know, because I think that all those guys are the same. Like he's like slightly below like Ollie Gordon and some players I like a little more. But I just feel like it's definitely not Jaden Blue. And they definitely need somebody. I do think at the end of the day it could be James Conner. That's kind of my thought, is that it could definitely just end up being James Conner. So we got Flournoy, we got Higgins. Like, this is the kind of team I think Cooper Kupp makes sense on. Like, I have Spike Week guy, I have a Spike Week guy, I have a Spike Week guy, I have a rookie. Like, just make sure I don't lose throughout the season to get this team to the playoffs, right? That's why I moved him up in my ranks slightly, is because I think him and Torrey Horton are basically the same. Like, they're both good picks, but both good picks for different reasons. Let's draft. Yeah, James Conner and Najee. Like, Najee doesn't really, like, Conner would fit the passing down role a little better than Najee would, right? Like, Najee can catch. He's just not, like, known for it. James Conner is actually good at catching, so I think Conner definitely ends up with either Green Bay or Dallas. That's my personal take. All right, we got a 2-5-8-3 here. We got Jalen Hurts, Justin Herbert, running backs, Jonathan Taylor, Omarion Hampton, DeAndre Swift, Isaiah Pacheco, Mike Washington, wide receivers, Devonta Smith, Ladd McConkey, Jaden Reed, Xavier Worthy, Jaden Higgins, Deshaun Stribling, Ryan Flournoy, and Cooper Kupp. Tight ends, Laporta, Goddard, and Chig. All right, whenever those two picks are made, we will review the members' teams, and then we will head out. We are also, just so you know, another reminder, just jump in the Discord, tag me in something if you want the rankings. In the best ball section, I put a post. Just tag me there, and we will send the rankings over if you're a YouTube member. Thanks for the drafts. Hey, what's up? Yep, see you tomorrow. I'll be messaging you later tonight. Send me a picture or something to use for a thumbnail if you want. Even if it's just the king crown, that's fine. It's all good. 3-6-7-2 here by delay. Jaden Daniels, Daniel Jones, and Bryce Young. Running back, Bijan Robinson, Travis Etienne, Cam Scatterbo, Rashad White, Tank Bigsby, and Katron Allen. That is very strong. One of Bigsby and Allen wasn't absolutely needed, but we'll see how the rest of the team looks. Terry McLaurin, Alec Pierce, Josh Downs, Romeo Dobbs, Casey Concepcion, Antonio Williams, and Chris Brazzell. And then Bowers and Njoku. Yeah, you were just throwing an extra dart at running back there, planning on taking Brazzell. Probably didn't like the wide receiver options left. I probably would have added a wide receiver instead of Katron Allen, but it's a really strong team overall, honestly. It's just a really well-built team. KMQC, another member, 2-8-6-2. You were not happy with the running backs. You were not. You took 8 of them. Caleb Williams, Jackson Dart, Ramondre, Mason, Rodriguez, and like I said, you take Rodriguez for the floor. Rodriguez, that's a good floor 3 for a 0 RB team. Now you just take some shots, right? Keaton, Algier, Tajay, Emmett, Vidal. I mean, I can see a world where that works. Jamar Chase, Rashee Rice, Pickens, Adams, Pearsall, Malachi Fields on the end for the Jackson Dart stack. and then Loveland and Schultz. It's a pretty strong 0 RB team. You definitely got some guaranteed volume, early season volume there with those guys. Algier probably has some early season volume as well. So I like the structure of what you did there. We got King of Kings here, 3573. Jordan Love, Baker Mayfield, Cam Ward. Running back, James Cook, Derrick Henry, Tony Pollard, Jonathan Brooks, Brian Robinson. Wide receivers, A.J. Brown, Emeka Egbuka, DJ Moore, Christian Watson, Chris Godwin, Juwan Jennings, and Calvin Ridley. Tight end, Gunnar Helm, Pat Fryermuth, and Terrence Ferguson. So you got the Christian Watson stack, and you have the Egbuka stack. Oh, you got the double. You got the Godwin Egbuka stack. And then you stacked up Cam Ward with Gunnar Helm and Ridley. And Ridley's a pick that I didn't like initially, and I'm kind of coming around on. That's a very good team. And I believe after Lutz, that is it for the members. We got a 3573 here. Kyler Murray, who would have thought? Tyler Shuck and Michael Penix. I've been taking a little bit of Michael Penix at the end of drafts. I do think that, like, if you have London or even Bijan or Kyle Pitts and your team is well built, like, adding him in because he's probably going to be starting in the playoff weeks makes some sense. Running back, Josh Jacobs, Travion Henderson, Blake Corum, Aaron Jones, and Alvin Kamara. Wide receiver, JSN, Drake London for the Penix, Roma Dunze, Jordan Tyson for the stack, Jordan Addison for the stack, Diggs, and Adonai Mitchell. That's a really strong wide receiver room. Andrews at a little bit of a discount. He's moving up, and you got a 9-pick discount. That's awesome. AJ Partner and Kate Otten. Yeah, very, very solid team. Lutz quarterback room is ass to Penix. It's absolutely that is great, Mike Rob. I want to thank everybody for coming out. I will be back on tomorrow, 4 p.m. Central. We will have Frankie on, the winner of the competition for the Who's Crew spot from the 12-hour live stream. Thanks everybody again. Peace.